Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to Henshin Hangout here on that hashtag show. I'm Darrel and I'm joined by Joe. We were waiting on
Muttonhead, Gap Tooth Warrior.
the
Gap Tooth Warrior. It's alright.
Hashtag
Gap Tooth Warrior.
But he's running late. If he shows up, he'll just jump in. And
How on a scale of 1 to 10, how sweaty do you think he'll be? Do you think like it'll be dripping off of his head?
Benefit of the doubt, I'm gonna say 9.
I mean, yesterday we were just standing still, and I think he was texting, and he busted out a huge sweat. So
I'm gonna say
happens. 9. That's a solid 9. By the way, I really like doing Kyuranger Henshin Hangout live.
We literally just started. You're already saying that?
But you know why? It's because what you see on Fridays was edited. Now I can say whatever the fuck I want. No, I'm not gonna be that guy.
You said the F word, guess.
I think, didn't you say the F word on the Power?
I did. Show? I totally did.
Oh, is this the lion?
Yeah.
Guys, we're gonna be talking about Kyuranger episode 34 and 35, which are titled
The Masked Warrior Appears, and then I don't know what the next one was called.
Something about Idol. Yeah,
this is an Idol episode. I don't even remember.
Tom Craven says, oh, hey guys, just wanted to drop a line off to dinner and Thor with the missus. Hashtag Craven his Qtama. I like it. You're going to enjoy Thor. Here's my opinion on Thor. You'll get to hear me talk about this more on the Marvel show. Is if you like funny Thor, you're going to love this movie. If you don't like funny Thor, you're going to hate this movie.
I was supposed to see this 2 days ago, but I didn't get the chance to. I need to watch it.
You're going to like it.
Everyone says it's like the best Marvel movie out, but that's what
I wouldn't say
it's
the best. I think the best is for sure Winter Soldier. This is, though, like my close second
favorite. My personal favorite's Spider-Man Homecoming still.
Is it, though?
Yeah.
Spider-Man's good.
I love Homecoming.
Because I can see that, though. Like,
everything about Homecoming
But you're very relatable to Spider-Man. It's not like, because I like Iron Man, but I don't think he has the best movies.
I don't either. I mean,
the first one's good, though.
Yeah, the first one is good, but then, again, it's good as a standalone movie. But we're treading into, like, unknown territory for a lot of these people. No, they're not. But yeah, so, Kyuranger.
Wait, first, before you even get into that, we have a few things to talk about. We have the TeePublic store.
Oh, yes.
Where you can check out our latest shirt deals. Actually, if you get the newest Red Ranger Zeo shirt thing, it's on sale right now for $14. So take advantage of that. Actually, everything in our store is actually on sale for $14. So take advantage of that. Also, you can join our Facebook community called THS Hashtaggers. That is where you can keep the conversation going. A lot of you folks are in there now.
You guys are in the chat room, and we end the stream. You want to continue to chat? And continue it there.
Yes, and a lot of you guys post great stuff in there, and you can find your latest geek news in there. There's a big community there. We're trying to keep it growing. I know guys like Carlos and Kat, they've been pushing it pretty hard.
Yes, they have.
So good job, guys, and we want more people to join that group. And last but not least, we have the Super Chat feature that helps support the show.
Yes.
Helps do everything that we do to bring to you guys, and it helps like with a lot of the big announcements that we have coming up in the next coming weeks. Thank you, Larry. We are happy to be back. Yeah, so that's that. Now, let's get to News.
Okay, yeah, I completely forgot about that. We're going to skip over Kyuranger stuff really quick because we have some new news for the 2 new Super Sentai that are coming up. For Kisatsu Sentai Lupin Ranger. Or no. Yeah, Kisatsu Sentai Pato Ranger, and then Kaito Sentai Lupin Ranger. So, we have a bunch of different news coming from Dukemon22, for any of you guys know. He usually breaks a lot of this news.
Is he the guy that broke the names?
Yes. And this guy also collaborated with Angel Grove Radio, our friends there. And we have some more news. Okay, so there was a scan that came out, revealed 5 keychains, 6 new roleplay items, and 3 mecha pieces, which, I mean, unless you see that, it's not really progressive knowing that they're working on it. But we have some more stuff that Pato Ranger is going to have 3 Rangers, and then Lupin Ranger is going to have 3 Rangers as well. Pato is going to have red, blue, yellow.
Of course, primaries.
Yes. And then Lupin is probably going to have red, black, green.
I like that.
But we also have names for them. But then, again, guys, grain of salt, because none of this has been confirmed yet. Lupin, as we said, red, blue, yellow. That might change because Lupin Ranger.
And real quick, let people know what Lupin means.
Lupin is
like Lupin the Third.
Yes, it's in reference to Arsène Lupin, who is a master thief. And if for anyone that's played Persona 5 or anything like that's been coming up a lot recently, and then Lupin the Third, there's the whole new anime series. So I think they're trying to play on all of that. So we have Lupin Ruby, Lupin Sapphire, and Lupin Emerald. Those are the name conventions for those, and that kind of makes me happy because if you guys remember, one of my theories was that the gimmick was going to be jewels.
Yes.
And so I was like,
which makes sense now.
Now it makes sense.
I'm getting more and more on board with this. It's just trying to see it adapt in my head. It seems so hard.
Yeah. This is such an ambitious move, but we have 2 seasons, so let's see what happens. And then Pato Ranger, we have Pato Fire, Pato Water, and Pato Thunder. All based on different elements, which also leads me to believe that these are going to be jewels again, but with elements alongside. But that seems weird because this is the police-themed Sentai that we're talking about.
Yes.
So, again, it's up in the air. No one knows what's actually, happening, but I'm really looking forward to it. I think this is going to be cool.
I think so, too. I wasn't sold on it when we did our panel at LA Comic-Con because it sounds so out there. Mm-hmm. But I have been watching Kyuranger, and I've actually really started to like it.
Really?
Yeah, I think that...
Is this because of what Peter said?
No, I haven't even gotten to that. I'm only on episode 5. But I think it's pretty smart. Stealing imagination.
I love Kyuranger.
And I actually love the villain. He's really menacing.
A lot of the people that have watched Kyuranger say that the villains are the best part of the season, and
by far.
That's why the suits are so bland.
I don't know if I'm sold on Right though.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that I really liked Blue. I forgot his name.
Oh, Tokachi.
It's something like that. Tokachi. Yeah. I like him a lot, mainly because I think he has the best episode so far. I like Pink too, how she's just very kind of I can't do this, and then she's like Supergirl.
Yellow and green are my favorites in there, and red. Yellow, green, red. Those are my favorites in that season.
Yeah, Kyurager's a good one. So I even have an idea how to adapt it, but that's that.
It's one of those seasons that I really think that it would work if it was adapted, but apparently trains just aren't profitable over here in the West. So I don't know.
Dimension Engine.
Are you?
No, he hasn't seen it, so he's good.
Of course you haven't.
So I like that idea too. I think that but it's not going to be 2 different shows, right?
Well, the rumor that's happening is that they are going to be 2 different shows happening at the same time. So we'll have one season happening one week, and then next week it'll switch to a next season, and then it'll just switch off every single week until episode 15 or something. They all come together to create one show.
Interesting.
Which leads me to believe, are they going to come under one name, one of the 2 names, or are they going to make a whole new name?
So do you think that this is I'm sure, are you familiar with Hexagon?
Yes.
So do you think it's a little bit of a play on that, how they had the
I wouldn't be surprised, honestly.
Because technically that they had that with the 2 in Hurricaneger, right? It was the 2.
It was 2 different Sentai teams brought under one Hurricaneger, and I thought that was really smart. And it's not completely out of the realm, but say the thieves are brought into the police force. Are they going to be universally known as the Pato Ranger, or are they still going to be known separately? Under one trademark. You know what I mean?
There has to be a something to it.
A third trademark or something.
Yeah, a team up trademark type deal.
Yeah, and that's what I'm curious about.
And also, how do the monsters sort into this? How does the villain sort into that?
I think what my idea of it is that there's going to be this one universal villain, but then both factions, the thieves and the police force, are fighting the same thing, but they're doing it different ways, you know, and they both have opposing views until that one moment they're like, we should just team up together. I think that's smart, but I don't know if I like it all.
Jezza Reyes with the super chat. He didn't leave a comment though, so I think I know what that means. You know what that means?
What?
That means Jezza wants to tell us to tell a story. I think.
Oh, that's right.
Super chats.
So this is carrying over from Ranger Wrap Up. If you weren't with us like an hour ago, we said anyone who super chats will get a Jester story. And Jester, well, you know.
Do you have a good one, or do you want me to tell one?
You tell one. I don't have any good Jester stories.
Oh, can I just bring Migdalia in to tell one? You want to tell one?
What?
A Jester story?
From last weekend?
Yeah.
Come
right, come in
here,
here.
Migdalia. Come here. You can even bring your food. Here. Well,
Migdalia is here to share in the story of
here.
the Jester story. Go
Hi,
ahead.
everyone. I'm in a Henshin Hangout. I feel so honored. Wait, so what happened last weekend? We're at LA
Junior's
Comic
getting
Con.
mad because he actually got me a coffee too, though.
What the hell?
But I didn't know he was coming so soon. Here.
Okay, so we were at LA Comic Con. Oh, yes. Jezza, when he embarrassed himself in front of 2 Power Rangers
That's true.
and the comic book man. Who was his name? Brian what?
I don't know his last
Brian
name.
Super Seal? Thomas?
No. But anyway, yeah, we're on the live. No, just like come in front of the shot.
Didn't.
Anyway, when you go out with
Thank you.
Jezza, you're going to have yourself a good time. Dude goes from 0 to 100
Well, you're gonna.
in no time. It's hilarious. He's fun to party with, but we had to keep a leash on him. Last week.
Did we have to? Yeah, we did.
It was just like, Jezza, don't go anywhere.
Hey,
and he was burning up. He was like 800 degrees.
He was hot. What was the best line of the night that he said?
What was it?
Promise me one thing.
Oh
Migdalia.
yeah. So he's buying fireball shots, okay? With
No. Don't say who was there with us.
Okay. A group of us were there. He was buying fireball shots. Then he just kind of collapses on me and on the bar halfway, and he's just like, Migdalia, promise me one thing. I'm like, what? What are you gonna die? You want an ambulance? I was like, don't let me get kicked out.
Please don't let me.
Don't let me get kicked out.
So-
Jester says, wow, that's not what that means.
So he goes from 0 to 100 back down to 0 really quick.
Yes.
Wow, you're gonna do me like that, Miggy?
Oh man. So
man.
that was one Jezza story.
That was
Did you
that.
talk about how he assaulted one of the comic book men? Or we want to save that one for another super
Yes,
chat?
save that for another super chat. We gotta.
Well, we have another super chat actually from Larry Newell.
super chat from Larry.
All right, so I guess we can tell that one.
Okay. You tell that one because then you went chasing after Jezza the second
Oh, yeah,
time.
all right.
You're like, fine, nobody's gonna do it.
So Jezza, we were all at the bar, and Jezza, the first time he was talking to Brian from the Comic Book Men,
Right.
And
He was
Brian-
complimentary.
Yeah, he was complimentary, but Brian was in mid-sentence, and Jezza just walked away.
He just walks away.
Just
And the
walked
I'm
away.
watching dude, and he's like,
And it was super awkward. Jezza just leaves. Then the second time he runs over there, and I had to go chase after him. I was like, Jezza, stop. And he's like, no. And he ran off like a little kid, and he just runs off. And then, but they ask him to take a picture, and he does it. So he has 2 phones in his hand.
What? I didn't see that part.
And I don't even know if he actually got the picture, but like he gave him back the phones, and he's all drunk. And then
Jezza, did you get the picture?
and then they looked at the pictures, and they looked at him, and they just looked at the pictures, and they're just like, okay, thanks. And then so Jezza,
Stop commenting.
he
what?
left. He left the chat.
so then Jezza tugged on the dude's beard and ran away.
Yeah, he assaulted him.
He assaulted
He
him.
was banned from the con the next day. Didn't believe us. So, how do you get banned from Stanley's LA Comic Con? That's the question I have.
Jimmy's on the chat. He says he hates you, Darrel.
Oh, well, I'm not gonna plug Angel Grove Radio anymore.
Thanks, Migdalia, for
Thank
sharing.
you. That was me with the party insert.
'Cause I've been plugging Angel Grove
Danny, you wanna come
Radio
in here?
all day.
No, there's gonna be a super chat for Daniel to come in. Yep. If you want Daniel to come on the show, super chat us. That's a surefire
so
way
we
for
can
nobody.
spoil Kyuranger for him.
All right, so sorry, we digressed a little bit, but that was a fun story.
Yeah. Jumping back on the 2 new Sentai really quick. Which one do you see getting adapted if you had the choice between Kyuranger or this one?
The one you just described?
Yes, the 2 season.
Listen, I love Kyuranger. I love it so much that I don't want to see it get adapted. That's how much love I have for it.
That's how Daniel is.
Personally, I would like to see this one because it's a smaller cast so far, and I think there's more.
How it's starting off.
How it's starting off. Yeah, that's true. I actually think it's smart. See, starting off with a smaller cast, kind of like I think Dino Charge actually did it pretty well, where you started with like 6 or 5, and then you progressively moved up, and those other Rangers that were there weren't there the whole time. I don't know. Oh, I do know how it was in Kyuranger. Cody, I can never say that.
At least you're not saying it like Chiplin. He said Koryuger.
Oh, we got a super chat. So Daniel, they want you in here. It was from Jezza though. So
oh man,
I don't feel too happy.
You ready to get spoiled? Like hardcore?
All right.
All right.
Woo! Oh man, what's happening?
I don't know.
We'll put him right in the middle. You smell good, by the way.
Hey, thank you. You know,
don't smell like sweat.
I know, right? It's the first. It's the first time. First time.
All right. So, what was the question, Darrel?
If you
do you have a Jester story? I don't know if you want to tell one.
Well, I mean,
oh yeah, we technically
story
got a
we already
super
told.
chat. So we have a Jester story.
What story have we already told so far? We've told fight on the dance floor.
Have you told the time when I pulled his pants down at the bar?
Wow,
Well,
he's looking sexy.
so,
says Jester.
Thank you.
Also,
I don't know.
really
We
quick,
don't know if that actually happened.
Really
it was
quick,
rumored
guys.
that I pulled his pants down.
While we're telling the Jezza story, I want to hear what you guys want adapted for the next for next Power Rangers, which current season. All right, now your story. Go.
Buster. Okay. Just telling you the truth. Don't touch Kyuranger. Do Go Buster. And a Jezza story. What good Jezza story do I have left? I mean, the pantsing is speculative.
How about eating the beef jerky of the 9?
Okay, so we go to karaoke, and while we're out enjoying ourselves for karaoke, Jezza happens to be enjoying himself, being liberal with the libations.
Hey, by the way,
as they
you
say.
also know now that at Morphicon, Jezza's not going to have to pay for a single drink because people are going to want to see the
Oh
gremlin come out.
yeah. Which I hope from now on people do pay for our little gremlin. But so Jezza was once again, like I said, being very liberal with the libations and enjoying himself like we all were. It's karaoke. What do you do? So we're drinking, and
I was wondering why I couldn't drink
him,
this. There was 2 things on this. What the fuck is this coffee now?
and we try to get him to settle down by giving him something to eat. Beef jerky.
No.
Right?
No.
Wasn't that it?
He goes, I think he turned to McDahlia actually. He goes, my heart hurts.
Oh yeah.
I think I'm having a
Heart attack.
I was like, you want us to call an ambulance? He's like, no, I just need to eat. They're like, they only have beef jerky. He's like, I want to order a plate of beef jerky.
Yeah.
He ordered a $9 plate of beef jerky.
Yeah.
And then went to go sing and took it on the stage with him.
Yes. So he sits there on stage singing a song. What was it, Bruno Mars song or something? And he's singing it on stage. And
He
later
actually
when
killed
he's
it, though.
done,
He crushed it.
After he's done, he gets off stage. He's sitting down, and some other guys are just kind of enjoying themselves, having a kind of a weird single guy karaoke night. But so they're doing whatever they're doing, and Jezza starts leaning, like slowly edging himself closer to them, picks up a beef jerky and starts putting it next to one of the guys' mouths while they're singing, and he's like, like literally just kind of baiting the guy. And then they look over and they can't say anything to Jezza because it's Jezza. I don't know.
Did he sing Gorilla? Says our producer JD.
Oh no, he didn't sing Gorilla, which is a good one. That's something you should have done. I forgot what he sung. One of the popular ones. I don't know. But yeah, so that's Jezza. He also yelled at people, which he always does.
Anyway, that's one Jester story. If you want another one, we'll super chat us. But you got to continue on because we only have like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
This is true. Okay, but really quick, touching upon like LA Comic Con, what'd you guys think of the panel?
I loved it.
Oh man, our panel was great.
Yeah?
I was like, oh wow, there are
Great?
people here. I said, oh yeah, because we were dying at first, and Joe got up there.
No, it wasn't me.
Made
It was
everything great, huh?
your friend saying
That was a little like so. Here's the thing, guys. I didn't know I was like on this panel until like hours before because
Literally.
yeah.
Literally.
That's a story I'm not going to tell. Anyway,
we had no clue.
so I get there and I sit on the panel, and then Joe's like, "Oh, by the way, you're moderating this." I was like, "Great,
because that's what it said on the thing.
fantastic!" No, it didn't. It said you were anyway.
No,
my
it
name
said
wasn't
it.
even
It
on
said
it.
yeah, it was your name, my name, and
Whatever.
special guest.
Anyway,
Special guest.
sat down on the panel, and here I am starting to talk about Kyuranger, and then Joe finally. We're not going to talk about Kyuranger, by the way.
Oh yeah.
No, I didn't say that.
Something
You guys
like that.
wanted to do an episode review, And I said, let's not do an episode review, just talk about Sentai.
Yeah, I'm
Yep.
glad.
Which was better that way.
Yeah.
It was.
It was.
Worked out. It worked out.
But otherwise, it was
Hey,
fun.
Darrel, I do have a
He got the
question for you,
collector's knowledge.
and I didn't get to ask you this then, but I'm gonna ask you now. Were you hiding behind the screen the whole time?
Oh, Jezza was the one that told me to do that.
Aha!
So you just stayed behind that
Because
screen
it
for
was,
like 30
I
minutes?
was eating a bag of Doritos, and then Jester like opens up the curtain and he's like, "Hey, hide back here," and I'll like,
Oh my God! He does look at Jezza.
and then, and I'll announce you like a wrestling wrestler. I'm
Oh
like,
my God.
whatever. I remember Chris
it was so
Love Rangers
funny.
live chat walking in, asking like, "Wait, where's Darrel?" And he's like, "Oh, he couldn't make it." Stupid. Anyway,
It was hilarious. No, but the moment where they did
Thank
call
you,
you
Matt
out,
Hunt.
the moment when they did call you out, you walk out with your phone, looking like you're texting. You're like, "Oh, hey, everyone." I was like, "Wait, what's going on here?"
oh yeah, for those of you that don't remember or don't know, Matt Hunt, he is DukeMon22, which is where a lot of our rumors are coming from. So thank you.
There you go.
Hashtag show super chatted. We super chatted ourselves.
Wow. Thank you guys. Thank you guys.
We just super chat ourselves.
Yes,
Whose account
we
is that-
did.
Whose account is that coming from?
Do we get-
Right, I wonder, like,
Is that like-
coming right back out to
We're
us?
giving back to
Right,
us.
Is this how we do cash back?
Yeah.
It's like, oh man, I want to like let's super chat ourselves.
This
and
is
then-
us giving back, you know? So what we do is pretty much just give money right back to ourselves.
It says, tell everyone how mad you are at Jezzer. I think that's for you.
No, I'm good. Anyway,
Give me, a refund.
I don't know. I'll give you. Oh, I don't have any singles.
No, I don't have, sorry. We have change we can throw.
Sorry, I used that somewhere.
Yeah, I hope Kyuranger is not adapted to I do hope it's not adapted because it's such a good show. There's no way this Era Saban's going to get it right.
No.
It's just not going to happen
No.
Maybe they can prove us wrong,
Unless
but
I'm
they have
writing
not
it.
yet.
unless I'm writing it.
So yeah, Saban, get on that. All
There
right,
you go.
let's jump into Kyuranger. All right, episode 34. The masked hero appears, or I don't even remember. Anyway,
guys
we have a masked guy.
So let me tell you real quick why I wasn't the biggest fan of this episode.
Yeah.
Is because once they leave, once they
didn't see
go
the
back
episode.
from the
Oh,
future,
okay.
or go back
Okay.
from the past. I mean, it doesn't make sense. Like they rush too quickly to get them all back together. I don't like that.
Yeah.
I also felt like there was no stakes for them staying back to begin with because they were back the next week. I
Oh.
think that Kyuranger's problem currently, I don't want to say currently, with that episode, it wasn't advancing the story.
Yeah.
And it was just
It felt
figuring out a way to
forced.
write Champ back in.
Exactly.
Really?
I didn't like it. Yeah, I don't know. You may or may not like it, but the way that
Wait, this is the episode we're talking about where there's the faux champ and then the real champ, and he takes off his mask.
There's only one champ.
Okay, all
there's
right.
only one champ. So
Well, I said faux
the,
champ.
the
and
fake
then-
the fake
There's
one.
no fake Champ.
Well, I thought there was at that one
Okay,
moment. I
the
thought
fake champ
Okay.
is technically a prototype that became champ. So in this episode,
Oh,
we
okay.
discover that champ is in fact created by dark matter. That Dr.
kind of knew.
Dr. Anton was a dark matter scientist that Stinger, or not Stinger, Scorpio said before. And so he didn't want to come back to the Kyurangers because he's like, oh, I'm evil. I only fight for justice or something like that. And this was a good episode to get Champ back, but it didn't deserve its own episode.
Yeah.
That's what I feel like. I feel like it should have been mixed with something else to advance the plot. It just felt like they were... Here's the thing. Ever since they discovered where the dark matter base actually is, they've been like prolonging it with episodes. And they are
It's
advancing
because
it.
I think. Sorry to cut you off.
Yeah,
I
that's
do
fine.
think that it's because we got to fight Don Armage too quickly. That fight in episode like 29 or 30 happened 5 episodes too soon. I think that if they were to draw out that chase a little bit more, going back to the past, figuring things out, I think they could have drawn, because they went right in and fought him right off the bat.
The whole fight with Don Armage, actually, I think these next 2 episodes explain it a little better, and I'm a little glad they did fight him in the past. But these next 2 episodes,
This is a great sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Finish that thought. Matt Hunt has a great comment.
these 2
in the chat.
episodes, 35 and 36, we're not going to talk about 36 today, but 36 brings up a great thing, talking about Don Armage, and I really like that they fought him early on, but it's a nice setup. Anyway.
Okay.
So Matt Hunt in the chat, he says, 30s Sentai syndrome, even the best shows fall prey to
Yes, totally. I 100% agree, because they get to this point where like they rush, and then they get to the 30s because they know how they want the season to start and they know how they want it to end, but they don't know how to fill the middle. And so they take episodes or like back plots that should advance a plot, but they're like, no, let's just do this.
So it's like in film, the dreaded curse of the three.
That's what I'm worried about in Kamen Rider Build, because they're advancing the plot really quickly.
Well, I mean, there's two ways to really look at that. It's either
They have something planned.
Yeah, they're advancing the plot to get you to something even bigger, or they're throwing everything at you real quick for you to like the show and then don't know what to do in the end. A show that actually fell victim to that for a long while was like...
Heroes?
Well, not just that, but Lost. I mean, because they were in limbo for a little bit. I mean, it was still good.
The whole season with the
season
van.
3.
Was it the one with the van, right?
Yeah, because they didn't know when the show was going to end.
Yeah, that's right.
So they had to keep writing. We were trying to figure that out so they can get to their end game.
Right.
And I think that this is very similar to that. I think, for the most part, Kyuranger knew what it was and what it was going to be.
Yeah.
It's just
They're
in the
at that
execution
point.
at a point where you can tell that
They didn't quite know what to do here.
Yeah.
So they're giving you story, but they're not advancing the plot.
I agree.
That's what Attack on Titan Season 2 did. It's
Ooh.
like, it's from the progress, the journey that it should have taken in this episode to progress the story. It wasn't. It was just flashbacks and something happening. There wasn't a whole lot
So
happening.
why was Champ like a lucha libre?
Because
because he spent some time in
I know
Mexico.
he was a
his honor was hurt.
I know he's a wrestler and blah blah.
His
but it
honor was
like-
hurt, and he wanted to put on the mask so he
He was
didn't have
shamed.
to confront anyone.
All right.
But
He's
in,
honor.
He's
but in
shamed
wrestling
doing his
terms,
own
though,
creation?
just to let you guys know, the way that wrestling works is
Yes.
that they have great honor in their lucha libre masks, and to take it off means you're dishonored.
Dishonor
So
your
that's
family.
it's a little bit of the opposite of what happened here.
For him, actually,
Dishonor on your Sentai.
stepping into actually being who he was, he ends up removing the mask.
Yes.
So it is different. That's true. Yeah.
So the next episode does advance the plot a little bit, and it features your favorite character, actually, Gold Afro guy.
We just called him Golden Afro.
Minty,
I mean, that's it.
actually, is his name.
Minty?
Minato, but every...
He is-
Minty.
He is
Hame,
very shiny.
This was
Hame,
actually funny enough. You understand why he's in the intros and stuff like that, because he actually is a pretty important character in the
Yes.
show.
Really?
Yeah, I wouldn't have expected it, but it
36
This episode,
proves
I
it,
did
too.
like 36 though, and I didn't think I was going to.
Really?
Yeah, like I didn't think, because when I saw the preview, it was like, okay,
Oh, it's
Hammy-
another dancing
Yeah.
filler episode, but this is actually really big for the plot as far as what happens. We get some Hammy backstory, but we still don't know how she got her Kyutama, which is what I was kind of hoping they would touch upon in this episode.
Still no?
But we do get what happened after she fled her homeworld.
Oh.
Yes. So after Hammy flees her homeworld, she ends up on this planet where she meets Golden Afro guy, and she's down in the dumps, and he's singing a song. And in true Japanese Sentai fashion, this brings her back spirits. She sheds a single tear,
Of course.
and
Glory.
she really admires this guy. Years pass, and he becomes this big idol, and now he's
He doesn't remember her.
He doesn't
remember
remember.
any of that.
Yeah.
He
Now
doesn't remember
he's-
that song
No, yeah,
What
because
happened?
what
Okay.
happens is he's under the influence of dark matter.
because he has like this little thing on his shoulder that controls him.
Yes, and they find this out with a Kyutama, and on his shoulder it's kind of like devil angel thing. Only he only has the devil.
Devil.
It's Don Armage.
Oh.
So Don
I
Armage
get it.
is calling the shots with this idol guy, and when they finally like shoot him off, Minato remembers everything, and now they fight him. And here's the thing: they destroy him. They destroy Don Armage.
Oh, I thought you meant me. Okay. I thought.
Oh no!
Golden Afro. I
He's
was
he's
like-
back now. He has his
okay.
memory back, and now because he's such a big idol within the universe, he's using his influence to get everyone back to the side of good.
Okay. So then they destroy Don.
They destroy Don Armage.
But they also learn that there's more.
There's multiple, so they realize that there's one.
Yes.
They realize.
Oh. Okay. All right.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So this is why I'm glad that they referenced they fought him early on because they destroyed him once. He's still there. They destroy him again, and now they realize that there's one main body, and the rest are just kind of like duplicates or projections.
It's
Like
like
a
hive
Horcrux.
mind. Yeah. What'd you just say?
Horcrux.
Who's a whore?
Well, the crux, clearly. Crux is a whore. Horcrux.
Man, this isn't that kind of shit, bro.
What a crux that
This
that
isn't After
crux
Dark,
is.
man.
I'm just saying, crux may.
From
it's a
Harry-
Horcrux.
from
Harry
Harry
Potter,
Potter.
man. Harry Potter. I'm not saying crux is a. No.
Oh, I
No.
do love that line, Garo, you are an idiot. From the that was my favorite thing when is it who told him that? Is it
Kotaro.
Kotaro? Yeah,
Yeah.
he looks at him and goes, Garo, you're an idiot.
That's a thing that I'm not happy about Garu's character recently because he's becoming this like
Comic relief?
comic relief character when I feel like he had such a bigger motivation to fight as a Q Ranger. You know, he had to be this kind of serious guy to fight First Planet and avenge his people, and here he is. He's just being this stupid like comic relief character.
I
don't
thought that
know.
was the commander's job.
It's
And he is
not,
back.
These last couple episodes, no, not really.
Well, this episode in particular, episode 35, I really liked. I thought it was a good development for Hammy, and this is something we kind of needed. I felt like she was lost in the background for the last 15 episodes. She's not really been spotlit. I think she was great in this episode. I also think that it does. Matt Hunt makes a great point. They focus on her and Naga together, and it is a good follow up to the Dark.
oh,
Naga
that's right.
stuff.
Naga was like
And he
big part of this
henshins and he's the Dark Naga, but he's like good, but he doesn't have the eye.
okay,
He just
yeah.
has his.
Yeah.
I really like that aesthetic to his suit. Makes him unique. It makes him different. I really like Naga now because it makes you care about him.
Well, let me say this really quick. I noticed this during the episode. Naga looks perfect as the cosplayer thing that he is with this like blonde wig. I was like, you look like a straight up anime character. I know there's a lot of like characters.
Sounds like you kind of have a crush, Darrel.
No.
You're like gushing. You're blushing. You're gushing over
You don't
Naga
see
here.
it. That's,
Everybody knows I have a crush on Naga. That's why I was so happy when
but
he
you know
was
how
like,
like
a
there's a
woman.
lot of like
love
cosplayers
that.
that like try to imitate anime style and they're like, oh, he looks like he's ripped from it. No, he like legitimately looks like he was ripped out of an anime with that blonde wig. I was like, that's impressive.
Okay, all right.
Good for you. But yeah.
That was great. Another great point too was it does make you. I mean, it shows you that I loved the fact with Hammy that she was so lost in her life at the time, and this song like brought her back to prominence. But then her not being remembered like made her go ape shit. But I also like when the Rangers when they're all like undercover. Like that was great. And I like
That
the
was
three
such-
that they chose too.
That was such a funny like sequence, like going undercover.
Because I thought I was
You
gonna
need to watch
hate
this
it
episode.
because of that.
Oh, yeah, I do.
I thought I was gonna hate it because they went undercover, but then when you watch it, it was pretty
In the
good.
grand scheme of things, it makes sense. But if you just watch the preview and just judge it off that, it looks like it's just gonna be a filler episode.
I thought it was, but apparently
no,
not at all.
this is big for the plot. Because
It is big for the plot.
They destroyed Don Armage again.
But now they found out exactly that there are multiples. Did they explain how there are multiples?
They
Or
No, I
say-
think
they're
we're
just now
getting we're just
realizing
yeah.
this. And then with 36, which we're not going to talk about today, we're going to talk about that next week. There's they talk about where Don Armage actually is. They're actually getting there. They're progressing to the cross system.
Oh, jeez. So
where
then
they
we'll
are.
actually find them in the. Oh man.
There's a lot of stuff happening,
Alright,
which is
we're-
something that I wish happened with the Champ episode. But again, the story didn't progress really. We just got Champ back.
Jeez. So out of the episodes for the show so far, what episode would you cut out? And that's a tough.
That may have
question.
been the dumbest question I think anybody's ever asked me.
Why? How and why?
Just kidding.
I was like, how and why?
We got a super chat for $1. Larry Newville, super chat.
No. All
right.
Good question.
Jezzer story, I guess.
Jezza Story?
I don't have a Jezzer story.
Jezzer Story.
There's millions of Jezza stories.
Jezzer Story. Then I'll answer your question. So we were at a bar, the same karaoke bar. I think this was. I want to say this was Cinco de Mayo. I'd be completely wrong, but I think it was Cinco de Mayo. First of all, he started us drinking because he started buying shots for everybody.
Okay.
Mind you, the tequila shots were like $3, So we drank a lot that night.
Yeah.
Granted, we were all pretty drunk. McDahlia was there too. Josh was there. I was there. I don't know who else was there.
Not Ice at the Cat.
Yep, exactly.
I feel like there were more. It wasn't just you, me, Josh, Jezza, and
Okay.
oh, DJ was there. DJ was there.
Oh. Who?
DJ.
Who?
Yeah. So he was there, and then we were all drinking or whatever, and I get O'Brien might have been there too, actually.
Is this the one where he face planted?
No, never mind. That's another story.
Yeah.
Anyway, Jezza was there was these two girls sitting behind us, and Jezza, I don't know if this even happened. Ernie was there too. Ernie says this happened. I don't know if it really happened, but Ernie was on stage with, I think, DJ, and then Jezza was talking to these girls, and like he was just talking to him, and I just pulled his pants down, and
Jezza, no!
I pulled his pants down, and I just
Is that what you said?
No!
and then I just ran
Sorry,
out.
Jess.
I just ran out of the bar apparently, and then this is apparently what he came up to me and said. Hey, why did you do that? You know how hard it is for a guy my height. So apparently this is what happened. But he like chased me out of the bar, and we went to go get like ramen after. But I don't remember this happening,
God.
and I don't think it happened. I think Ernie possibly made this
Mix
up.
them up?
No!
Okay. All I want is a video of Jezza doing the worm. And
I think that video
I wish
exists.
I recorded it. I didn't,
I'm
so I don't
pretty
know
sure
who
it
did.
exists.
I don't know who did record it, but I wish. It was so good. This whole Scotty Too Hottie one leg thing, and then after he just goes for it. It's so good.
That was hilarious.
It was
I almost
so
got into a
good.
fight for him that night. Anyway, back to this. What episode would I take out?
Yeah.
Ah,
Entire
man.
series so far. What episode?
don't know.
You're talking about 35 episodes. You want me to remember one that I want to take out?
Well,
I don't
because
know
usually
if
people
there's-
happen to remember the negative more than the positive, so that's why it's the question is there.
I don't know if there's one I'd really take out. There's
Getting
some that
junket,
I
baby.
would.
I
rewrite.
disagree with that.
Really? No?
You remember the negative more than the positive? I don't live my life that way. I remember the positive more than the negative.
Oh, really? Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
if you think about all the things that we talk about in movies, what we like, we don't talk about there's not a
That's
lot of
why
time.
there are discussions all the time where people are like, "This movie sucked," and I'll tell you what.
But
And
then there are
there's
movies
people
it's great,
fighting.
and I'll tell you why.
Oh,
I mean, this
true.
is a flip side of that.
All right, fine. Then what's your favorite episode?
My favorite episode is probably when the episode where the reveal of Don Armaje, the very first reveal, where they. I think that was my favorite episode. It's a great cliffhanger too, because he gets shot at the end.
Yeah.
That's my favorite episode. Honestly, that would have been my is it the penultimate? Is that
That was the episode that we
That's-
had Peter on for.
That's
Yeah,
a great
oh, yeah.
episode.
And this is when Peter was like, "It's getting so good."
Oh yeah, right.
Really quick, Matt Hunt has a comment in thing. Stinger's actor will be apparently making a Kyuranger centric announcement November 19th, likely for the Versus movie. And the Versus movie, at this point, will start to include the new Super Sentai.
Do they do verse? Oh, okay. So it's not a versus against a former.
No, it is. It's the versus between Kyuranger versus Zyuohger. But then at this point, we have the new Sentai usually makes an appearance in this movie. It's before all the details get ironed out. We have the suits, we have basic audio, and like we have this awesome little fight scene. But none of the details are hammered out yet.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Do they
I'm
do a big cast announcement like they do like here with Morphicon? Like how is that handled there?
The cast announcement, I think, it usually happens in the movie, and if not, there's this giant like.
So they
press-
keep it secret.
I think so.
Until-
I think
wow,
up
okay.
until the movie or this giant press release that usually happens around the same time. And then towards the last few episodes, probably like the last 4 episodes, at the end of each episode, they'll have like the whole cast doing this like, hey, this new season's going to be starting up right after this ends. Please watch. And they all like say goodbye and everything. It's
Oh
cool.
wow. Okay,
It's crazy.
I can go for that.
We're getting to that point where we're finally getting to know like what the new suits are, what the new cast is. So yeah, 40s is usually when that happens, but we're getting a lot of rumors right now. So
You know,
Cops
one
and
thing
robbers.
I am quite surprised about, because I was told when I signed up to do this Henshin Hangout show, oh, don't worry, there's going to be weeks where you're not going to have an episode. It's been 36 weeks and there's been an episode. I don't think that this
Yeah.
this rule applies.
I think someone lied to you, and I think they really just
No,
went
because
straight in for
we
it.
were late with the episode because we got it late because I didn't think there was one, but there was.
Yeah. So, ooh.
But it's interesting though. I mean, I'm not complaining. Shit,
Mm.
you want to give me 57 Kyuranger episodes? I'm in. I think it's honestly it's one of the only things that I really look forward to watching on TV, like week to week.
It
Like,
is
I don't
true.
really think there's anything else. I
Yeah,
mean,
tonight there's no.
Are You the One
episode.
is probably the other show.
Wow.
Just kidding.
Tonight we're supposed to have a new Kyuranger episode, but there's no episode tonight.
There's not?
No.
Oh, I say the one time.
The one time, and now all of a
then,
sudden it's literally now.
Yeah. So next week we're just gonna be talking about episode 36 and any possible like potential rumors.
Hey,
that
by
come
the
up.
way, I know usually within the movies they introduce movie exclusive Rangers. Are there any in Kyuranger?
As far as I know, no. And that's what I'm actually kind of surprised about. Maybe they just actually went through their budget and like, we can't do new movie exclusive Rangers. Maybe a movie exclusive form is what we might get, but
But you would have assumed that stuff would have been leaked by
that's
now.
what I mean. Like, I don't think there's any more stuff happening. I think it's just the Versus movie and that's it.
Oh, there is going to be.
Someone correct me if I'm wrong,
Oh,
but
man,
Yeah.
that's I did. So honestly, when we get to 36, I really like 36. We'll talk about that next week. But did you see it?
yes,
It's good.
36 is great.
It's really good. And it's back to the storyline, and it's back to like we always wanted to talk about Lucky's backstory.
The-
now we get it.
We're
Really?
making,
Really?
Yeah, we have backstory and they're making progress as far as fighting Don Armage.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. It gets because I complained about maybe the last 4 episodes. Not 36. I like 30. I'm
But
sorry,
they're
35.
not-
I like 35.
They're not complete complaints. Like, they're good, but then there's that.
Yeah, but this episode is it gets you back on track to the main storyline.
Yes.
Matt, thank you for joining us. By the way, Matt Hunt. Thank you for all your insight and tune into Kyuranger. It's going to be live right after the Ranger Henshin Hangout. Right, it's going to be live right after the Ranger wrap up. After going forward.
Which
Yeah.
one? Huh? Oh, okay. You said.
Oh, he's still here. Never mind.
you
Carlos
said
is coming
Carlos.
Bye, Carlos.
Carlos. But yeah,
Thanks.
I'm really looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to this Versus movie. I can't wait to see what they look like. I'm so excited to see what this new Sentai is.
Well, I mean, I think everyone right now is really excited because it's like there have been so much speculation and just
We're not getting one.
ideas floating
We're getting
around.
two.
Has
See,
there-
and that's why we're all waiting for
What
one big
Sentai has
announcement.
had the biggest buzz around it in terms, like for example, when we were at Morphicon, there was a lot of buzz around Ninja Steel, like the cast, right? Mm-hmm. What has there been a Sentai where there's been like I felt like I wasn't even really into Sentai at the point, but I felt like Kyuranger had a ton of buzz behind it.
Oh yeah, Kyuranger has a crap ton of buzz behind it. Gokaiger as well, but those are like these are the big seasons. I remember there was a lot of people that were kind of losing faith in Sentai, and when it hit Ninja, all the Ninja designs were shown off, and everyone's like, "Oh man, this looks so cool! Oh man, the swords look awesome!" And then come the end, no one really liked it at all. There's a bunch of people obviously that like Ninja, to each their own, but in general, not a whole lot of people
So
like Ninja.
Lucius says something in the chat, very interesting. Joe, you know something we don't. Which season will be adapted? Now,
Oh,
here's the thing. Everything that we talked about at our panel, and we do know stuff that people don't, and we
Yes.
announced it at our panel, and it was confirmed by TokuNet, or
Yes.
Toku Nation. Toku Nation did,
Tokusatsu Net.
yeah, Tokusatsu Net, Toku Nation. They confirmed it with us at the panel that the seasons that are still in contention, we don't know what it's going to be, but we know what seasons are
on the table.
Are on the table, and that's Go Buster. It is Zyuohger, and it's Kyuranger.
At this point, though, because we're so close to the auditions happening as far as adapting, that these are what's on the table right now. But I believe the season has already been chosen.
But see, you would be able to figure it out very easily if you. And this is just a hint for all you people that are out there scouring the mining
interwebs.
the internet. Is it if there's character breakdowns or auditions for more than 5 initial cast members, then you know that it's Kyuranger. If you know that it's for 5 or less, if it's less, then it's Go Buster. If it's 5, it's Zyuohger.
okay, that makes
So
sense.
that's pretty much. But we got to wrap this up in 5 minutes, champs.
Yeah. Do we have any comments from last week's or the week after? No.
Darrel, you can hit Darrel up if you want to audition for the next season of Power Rangers.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have any connections, but I'm sure because here's the thing.
Darrel, what's
guys.
your email? Oh, here, I'll just
I'm not even going to tell you. Look, guys,
hit up Darrel J.
when the auditions finally happen for Rangers, the internet's not going to shut up about it. It's going to be everywhere. The sites are going to be everywhere. It's up to you guys, and I'm not going to tell you how, to find out how to audition for it. Be it
Or you
through
can just
an
visit our
agent
website
or
at thathashtagshow.com. We'll have all the information there at thathashtagshow.com.
I mean, we'll have the sides probably.
That's
but-
probably true. That's actually probably true.
Yeah.
We'll have the sides most likely, but again, guys, it's up to you guys to figure out how to audition for it.
So,
There you go.
back to this. Final thoughts on what you want to see going forward. I know we're roughly about 11 episodes left, roughly. 12, roughly. So what do you want to see wrapped up in those 12 episodes?
I don't know. There's so much that's already been like wrapped up. But again, my ultimate question is where the Kyurangers actually came from, because we had Sholampo stay in the past and spread the rumor and the legend of the Kyurangers, right?
Right.
But then again, out of the 88 warriors, where did the legend of the Kyurangers actually come from? You know, I don't know. That's still a question that I want answered, and I don't know if it's ever going to get answered, but I really hope it does.
Daniel?
Honestly, it feels like it's a causal loop. That's why they made sure to throw it in there for time travel. So it's like, oh, what actually made that all happen? Oh, you actually did by going back to make it happen.
Right.
So now it becomes this causal loop, and it just continues to go through. But I hate causal loops for answers. So I really hope that they give us something else.
Yeah.
But it seems like they keep pointing towards it.
Yeah, because, you know, as anyone has remembered from the Phoenix Soldier's backstory, he had 88 warriors, and he was the only Q Ranger. Where the rest of these powers came
Well, if
from
you look closely, Cuervo is wearing like a Q Ranger vest.
Is he really? I didn't even notice
We're pointing
that.
out.
He has the star and like the globe.
And see,
in
that's
his
what I
chest.
mean. Like, I want to know where the rest of these Q Rangers came from, because the initial legend said that there were 9. We have 12 now, you know? And, like, if Sholampo stayed in the past and spread the legend of the Q Rangers, how come we only have the legend of 9 of them when he knows that there are 12?
Right.
You know? That's what I want to know. Like, and it's probably digging too deep for Sentai lore, but
No, but I mean, just the numbers alone, they should match. So if they don't,
That's what I
I'm
mean.
Like, I wonder what's going on.
I want a Spada backstory and a real proper Hammy backstory
Yeah.
before this show ends. Spada's had one episode where he got the Qtama for a fish and made a fish appear. And
Oh,
made food.
yeah.
That's like it.
I mean, let's see.
It's
Everyone
true.
else has had a backstory, really, except for
Spada.
Spada was just there.
Yeah. That's true.
What if he's like the grandson of Don Armand?
Oh.
I don't know. Oh, wait, that's episode 36. Never mind. I'm
Hey
jumping too
guys,
far
if
ahead.
you want to send us questions for Rangers, send it for the Mighty Morphin Rangers. I know that I did this on the wrong show, but I completely forgot to do it. Send fan questions in for all of the Mighty Morphin Rangers at fan questions at thathashtagshow.com.
For the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
So that's Austin, or I should just Jason, Billy, Zach, Aisha,
yeah, you can't really say. Zach. Oh wait.
Johnny, or Adam,
Adam.
Steve,
Rocky.
yeah, send them all
JDF.
in. JDF, yeah, send them all of them
Catherine
in
Sutherland.
because we are going to get your questions answered when they come on our show.
Yes. Yes.
Video questions, by the way, video
Oh, yes.
questions.
Oh, yeah. it has
Don't
to be
send me
video
like
questions.
an
Don't
email
Britain-
because I'm not
has
going to
to
be like,
a video
hey,
question.
Record them. Put them on.
show them
YouTube.
how to record them. Don't give me verticals either.
Oh yeah,
Give me
none of
horizontals.
this stuff, guys.
So
Record it
weird.
this way. Please record it this way.
So when we put it on air, it's so weird. So weird.
Anyways, that's it though. That's the only thing I wanted to talk
That's
about.
about it. I mean, as far as answers that I want, because we're getting to that point where Q Ranger's almost over. So
I know it's so sad.
that's really depressing to think about. 'cause,
When does
like,
the next season start back?
It's immediately next week after.
Holy
wow.
crap! So it
It's
goes
always like that.
a whole year straight up, dude. That's
Never
nuts.
stops except for those golf and
this is like a
marathons
soap
and stuff.
opera.
Wow.
Yeah. This really technically is. I mean, it's the same thing for Kamen Rider. As soon as it ends, the next week is.
I heard they're adapting Kamen Rider into an actual film though, like an American film starring Kamen, and he's gonna ride motorcycles. Kamen Rider. That's gonna do it for us though, guys. If you want to check us out,
Yeah.
I'm
where can you find you, Daniel?
I can't believe you said
Well,
that.
where can we find Daryl?
Well, we'll start with you because you're the least important on this show. So we gotta start with you.
find me on social media as Battlestar Galactica.
That's a good name, though.
It is. People love it.
And on TH.
Oh, yeah. On Twitter at that hashtag BSG.
No. TH. Oh, yeah, it is. Hashtag BSG. All right, what about you?
You guys can find
And the
me.
Marvel show coming up in just a little bit. And
Yes.
like right now.
Oh,
after
that
this.
yeah, like coming up immediately after this. You guys can find me on all social media: Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Darrel J Delphin. I'm also on Anime Super Chat and Ranger Wrap Up.
And what's your email so they could know about the auditions?
Oh, you're not gonna get my. If you want to know, just I have a Twitter.
Questions
I
at
have
that
a
hashtag
Facebook.
show.
You guys can do the thing.
Yeah, there you go.
And you can find me here. Pretty much a streaming marathon every Saturday.
Yeah.
If you just want Joe.
Joe
the
I'm on
show.
every Saturday.
Joe the show.
On Power Rangers, this show, Marvel, After Dark when we
Yes.
do that.
That's why it's called that hashtag Joe.
So you can find me here. You can also check me out at Screen Rant. You can actually check McDuffie out at Screen Rant too. But check us out over there.
Yes.
And that's gonna do it.
Just
so
really quick, I just want to quick thank you on this thing because it's the last thing we did since the panel. Thank you to Paula
Oh, yeah,
Gatos
she's
from
awesome.
the Tokusatsu Network.
You are
guys
amazing.
can follow her on Instagram, Twitter, and Tokusatsu Network as well. They have this wealth of knowledge in Tokusatsu that we will just not have. You know, you
she
can
carried
ask me,
us. She
Yeah,
carried us
She
throughout
did.
a panel.
She did.
I mean, I know a good amount, but these.
She fireman carried me all the whole way through. It was like, oh,
But yes, they have this wealth of knowledge that we'll never be able to attempt. So if you want Tokusatsu is just your thing, that's the place to do it. Otherwise, we're here.
And that's all Tokusatsu,
That's
not
all.
just Sentai.
Yeah, like, I mean, we have Comrade Corner on Pop Culture Renegades, and then we have a Kyuranger here on Henshin Hangout. But if you want more than that, that's the place to go.
And that's
There you go.
Ultraman. That's everything. They do
Garo,
everything.
Ultraman, Kaider.
I learned so much about Spider-Man and
Spectre, I don't
Spider-Man
know.
in Japan.
And also, they break
a
news
lot of
there. So,
Oh, yeah.
They break a lot of
so if
news
you're
there.
into this, if you're into Sentai and you want like the news source, you can check that out. They're
And
great.
one other thank you to Matt Hunt, DukeMon22,
Yep.
who's in chat right now. I believe his Twitter is the real Matt Hunt or real Matt Hunt, one of those two. But he breaks a lot of Kyuranger news as well as Kamen Rider news. So yeah, please follow him. Thank you
Yeah,
again.
Matt Hunt's great.
Shout out.
Super cool. All right, guys, that's gonna do it for us.
Yeah, that's gonna be it.
But if you will like Marvel and anything in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, stay tuned. Also, I don't want to say. I can't do spoilers of like future movies, right?
No.
Like Infinity War.
Nope.
And
If you super chat us enough, I'll tell you what you want to know about Infinity War.
on
is
the
true.
next one.
It's true. But until then. Yeah, right.
Yeah, the private Google Hangout.
Google Hangout.
All right, that's gonna do it for us. Thanks for watching, guys.
All right, so be sure to hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with everything trending.
In
Geek Pop Culture.
All right, peace, guys.